Sup, people? Welcome to Rock and Roll Tales with Lady in Black. I'm your host, Lana Mai. Today, we're going to talk about the Rossington Collins Band's debut album, Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere, which was released in July 1980. The band was formed by the surviving members of Lynyrd Skynyrd following the tragic plane crash in October 1977, which took the lives of lead vocalist Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, and backing vocalist Cassie Gaines, Steve's sister. The surviving members include guitarist Gary Rossington and Alan Collins, keyboardist Billy Powell, bassist Leon Wilkeson, and drummer Artemis Powell. After the disbandment of Lynyrd Skynyrd, the surviving members, minus Leon Wilkeson, who was still recovering from his injuries, reunited once to perform an instrumental version of Freebird at Charlie Daniels' Volunteer Jam 5 in January 1979. Realizing that they still had a passion for playing music, Gary, Alan, Billy, and Leon formed the Rossington Collins Band. They released 2 studio albums together through MCA Records. To avoid comparisons to Ronnie Van Zant, the band decided to hire a female lead vocalist, Dale Krantz, whom Gary married a few years later. To complete the lineup, the band hired guitarist Barry Lee Harwood and drummer Derek Hess. Musically, the Rossington Collins Band sounds like a female version of 70s Lynyrd Skynyrd. My favorite songs in the album include Primetime, which is a freaking banger of an album opener. It sounds like a Lynyrd Skynyrd song. It's got a good beat, sizzling guitar melodies, a tasteful honky-tonk piano solo, and Dale Krantz's incredible raspy vocals give me chills. This was the surviving members of Lynyrd Skynyrd saying, "We're back, people." 3 Times as Bad is a ballad with incredible storytelling. The song tells the story of a couple being unfaithful to each other. You can just read the lyrics and be on the edge of your seat the entire time. Well, at least that's how it is for me. It's got somber honky-tonk piano parts and melancholic guitar melodies. Instrumentally, it reminds me of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Tuesday's Gone, especially with the backing vocals in the chorus, and I love the fade out at the end. Don't Misunderstand Me is the track that should have been the second track on the album, but it's the third track on the album for some bizarre reason. In my opinion, Don't Misunderstand Me should have been the second track on the album to keep the banging momentum going that was established with Primetime. Don't Misunderstand Me was the album's first single. It's a duet between Dale Krantz and guitarist Barry Lee Harwood, who has a very nice country twang to his voice. It's got a thumping bass line and a great hook. One Good Man is not necessarily a slow ballad, but you can tell it doesn't have the same energy as Primetime. There's an interview that's included on my special edition of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Vicious Cycle album, which includes a DVD with interviews and other bonus features, and one of the interviews is with Gary Rossington. In fact, you can find part of it online where he's geeking over Bob Hope, and in that clip, Dale Krantz Rossington is looking at Gary so lovingly the entire time, and I thought to myself, get yourself a woman who looks at you the way that Dale looks at Gary. So every time I think of One Good Man, I think of that interview, because Dale really did find herself one good man. Rest in peace, Gary. I love the lyrics. Again, the storytelling's great, and sizzling guitar work going on. I started this YouTube channel as a platform to promote the music I love. More specifically, rock and roll music. I'm not just talking about the greatest hits of AC/DC and Bon Jovi. I'm talking about Def Leppard deep cuts, Richie Samboro's solo albums, and newer rock bands like Rival Sons and Black Stone Cherry. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Opportunity is the song that makes me want to stop being lazy. The lyrics are so powerful, especially when it gets to the chorus where it goes, "Opportunity is for the taking, look inside yourself, you'll see." I mean, when Dale Krantz is screaming at you to leave her yard alone, you better as hell do what she says, or you just put a target on your back, bruh. The instrumentation also adds to the hard-hitting vibe the song was going for. Winners and Losers has a great groove, marvelous slide guitar work, and a tasteful bass line. The song gives me similar vibes as Opportunity, but it's not as hard-hitting. The vibe is more laid back. The song makes you question who you're going to be for the rest of your life. Are you going to be a winner, or are you going to be a loser? In my opinion, a winner is someone who doesn't give up easily. Someone who's willing to put in the hard work, necessary to achieve their dreams. Someone that doesn't let others' opinions dictate who they are, and most importantly, someone who believes in themselves. Next, we got Misery Loves Company. The song is about a woman who has just been cheated on by the man she loved and opts to spend time with a man who she just met because she doesn't want to be alone. It's got a good beat, lovely honky-tonk flavors going on, and gorgeous guitar melodies. Sometimes You Can Put It Out is the banging album closer. It's fast-paced, energetic, carefree, and such a vibe. The song is telling listeners not to let life's unpredictability prevent them from reaching their true potential. It reminds me of a quote from a Cinderella story, which is, "Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game." The quote inspires Hilary Duff's character, Sam, to finally stand up to her evil stepmother and leave her wicked stepfamily behind following years of mistreatment. Basically, she said, "Peace out, suckers!" The song is one big party, with the cowbell, colorful honky-tonk piano parts, and smoking guitar melodies. As a result, the album ends on a very high note. I also want to briefly touch upon the Rossington Collins Band's final and second studio album, This Is the Way, which was released in October 1981. It's not a bad album, it's just a different vibe compared to Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere. Even the album cover has a different vibe compared to its predecessor. The groovy and funky album opener, Gotta Get It Straight, picks up where Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere left off. The second track, Tashana, pays tribute to Ronnie Van Zant with the opening lines, "He called himself a free bird, they pulled him from the sky," which was just genius. It also pays tribute to John Lennon with the closing lines, "Dear Sir Lennon, where are you now? He was one of a kind." John Lennon passed away in early December 1980. Gonna Miss It When It's Gone would have also fit well on the debut album. Fancy Ideas gives me Led Zeppelin vibes with its tasteful groove and impeccable guitar melodies. Don't Stop Me Now and Seems Like Every Day are also banging tracks. There's a 2 CD pack that's available on Amazon that includes the debut album and This Is the Way. And to be honest, that's probably the best way to go because you get both studio albums in one set. I also want to show off my vinyl of Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere because look how gorgeous this is. I don't even have a vinyl player, so I saw this at my local record store. I initially passed on it, but 2 weeks later I was like, wait, I changed my mind, I want it! Luckily, the rock and roll heavens answered my prayers, and I picked up this bad boy for $10. And honestly, it's my favorite thing in my music collection. There's the back, it's got the lyrics, which is really nice. And I love looking at the band photos while listening to the album, because it's like being transported back to 1980 when the album was first released. Yeah, Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere is a fantastic Southern rock record, and a very underrated debut album from a band that should have been big, but their fate was short-lived, unfortunately. By the way, I probably said this earlier, but Dale Krantz's vocals freaking slap. She's the Southern rock version of Janis Joplin. What else can I say? I can spend all day talking about what led to the band's downfall, but I'll just end my spiel by saying rest in peace, Gary, Alan, Billy, and Leon. You are forever missed every single day. Comment below your thoughts on the Rossington Collins Band's debut album, Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere, and let me know your favorite songs on the record. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. With all that said, take care, see you real soon, peace! Rock and roll rules, dude!